It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen.
Gee. I kind of get one here.
Right.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me, one more time.
Right.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, well, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah,
I was gonna ask you that. Because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing...
You will tell it?
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that, I value that, I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it.
Yeah. Big JTV. And we're gonna start this off by saying, take that nigga to jail. By the way, I didn't come up with that. That was Hocus for Fifth. YouTuber, Clubhouse host. Did he do it? Did he not? He did that stuff, man. He did that stuff. So much so that the black community done came up with a new word to replace no homo. Quilly, shouts out to Quilly, came up with no Diddy. Yes, he's about to take that no Diddy. That's what's happening. And if you haven't heard the news or seen the news, by the way, I'm shocked. But if you haven't heard or seen the news, point blank period, Diddy's house got raided. Houses got raided. And let me get more specific, by NHS. Okay, what is the NHS? The NHS is why am I saying this? This is federal agents. Let me repeat again. This is federal agents who went into multiple houses owned by Diddy and took him out. Well, not necessarily took him out, but essentially they came to raid his houses. The feds did a sweep. Okay? The feds did a sweep, and it was not just NHS. It was the feds, you know what I mean? It was Homeland Security, that's NHS, Homeland Security. It was a ton of people who said, bruh, we are taking you in for trafficking charges. Okay, national security, or, Homeland Security, basically, what they are known for, right? And what they're known for specifically is for sexual trafficking. Okay, so let me tell you how this goes, right? Long story short, Homeland Security, they specialize in sexual trafficking. That's what they do the most. And essentially, that's how they got R. Kelly, right? So R. Kelly was seeing minors. Now, obviously, 18 is the federal age of consent inside the entire country of the United States. I'm Canadian. Here in Canada, I believe it's 16 or some ish like that. Regardless, it's a minor, okay? And this minor, okay, so what happens is, specifically with the R. Kelly trial, what happened was that he was seeing a 17-year-old who was lying about her age, and he was going to different states with that 17-year-old. Let's say he's on a tour bus, she's in his tour bus, they're going in multiple different states, okay? That is considered sexual trafficking, human trafficking. So they hit R. Kelly with the human trafficking, and he got convicted. Boom, 20, 30 plus years in jail. Okay? It was the work of Homeland Security. Okay? So the Homeland Security investigation, they decided to go into Diddy's Los Angeles, Miami, and I think that was the third place that they went to. Federal agents went to all these three places at the same time to investigate what is going on inside Diddy's house. And they've been there ever since. This happened around 2 p.m. Eastern, right? And at this point, you know what I mean, the kids of Diddy were arrested, were at least put in handcuffs, you know what I mean, not officially arrested, but they were, detained. At this point, the update on Diddy is that they're not sure where Diddy is, you know what I mean, but allegedly his private jet was tracked in the Caribbean islands while he was getting raided. There was even a video the TMZ posted of Diddy in Miami pacing around, waiting for his trip to get on his jet, basically. You know what I mean? So when I put that Cat Williams clip at the beginning, it's to say that this was the year. This is the year where people who have done terrible things are getting exposed, right? And I'm going to put the TMZ article to get into more details. And I'm not the 100% the law professional. I'm not going to give you the full details of everything that's going on. I'm just going to give y'all a commentary, hopefully to entertain y'all. And just give y'all my point of view, man. I call myself the voice of the culture. And I believe that the culture that I want to uplift is a culture of non-abuse, a culture of consent, a culture of, protecting children, a culture of not mistreating people, a culture of kindness, a godly culture. You know what I mean? There's the bad side, there's the good side, the God side. And like Cat Williams said, there's the other side. There's these big deviants, no Diddy, who have been doing all these things for years. And a few years ago, right, when, Bill Cosby was going through his trials, right? When R. Kelly was going through his trials, I always said, and I kept repeating this, there's more to this. If y'all gonna go after these guys, what about the other guys? What about the other people who have done the same or worse than these guys have allegedly done? And I knew it. I knew guys like Diddy were part of this. I knew guys like Jay-Z was a part of this. Guys like Jermaine Dupri. There's definitely people out here. You have your Leor Cohens. You have your, Lucian Grange. You have all these people. Tom Moskowitz. All L.A. Reid. Kevin Liles. There's people in this industry, the music industry, specifically the hip-hop industry, who make Epstein or Weinstein look like amateurs, man. We already had a similar thing with Russell Simmons, man. Russell Simmons is all the way in Bali, which has no extradition laws, hiding in the Bali yoga dungeons or yoga temples, man. Why? Because he doesn't want to come to the States to get, convicted or get taken to jail, taken to trial. And with the Diddy situation, if you look at the history of Diddy and the history of Bad Boy Records, there are so many people who have gotten destroyed by him and his people and his crew, right? Shine. There's allegation that he put a $1 million hit on Tupac. There's allegations that he was somehow involved in the Biggie assassination. Keep in mind that Life After Death came out on the same day, March 25th in 1997. So it's almost like Biggie getting some kind of revenge, potentially. The spirit of Biggie, rest in peace, Big. I personally believe Big was the greatest rapper of all time, better than Pac. That's just my opinion, all right? You have a ton of artists who went underneath the Bad Boy umbrella who got their music stole, got violated, who got, taken to different levels. They had to literally sell their soul to get on. And then guess what? Diddy turned around and stole their money. Look at Mace. Look at Danity Kane. A lot of people are Diddy bopping for seeing Diddy getting bops. No Diddy. You know what I mean? And this is what happens when you treat people bad. Now, let me tell you something. The reason all of this is happening, I know why it's happening. I know why it's happening. See, Diddy sued the alcohol company, right, that was, made Ciroc. So when you talk about Ciroc, right, Ciroc is owned by a company called Diageo. Diageo, whatever it's called, right? So that liquor company, right, had basically was getting sued by Diddy, right, because he's claimed racial discrimination to them. This happened last year. He filed it, right? And what happened was he was having beef with, the company. And guess what happened a few months after he filed? The Cassie allegations came out, right? And they settled this lawsuit in January, so they probably paid him off or something like that. But then right after that, then the producer came out with more allegations. See, the allegations all started to pile up conveniently after this lawsuit got filed. Now, why do I say this matters? This matters because Diageo, they made a lot of money with Diddy. Diddy made them a lot of money, and Diddy himself made a lot of money with them. See, when you piss off the colonizer or the slave master, he gonna come at you harder than you've ever expected, and I believe this is the reason this expedited his cancellation. So Diddy he's obviously the hip-hop Weinstein. He's obviously the hip-hop Jeffrey Epstein. It is what it is. We have to understand that these deviants, these demons, essentially have to not only get exposed, but they need to be punished. Now, the updates right now that we have is that Diddy went to the Caribbean island. He escaped. Super messed up because his children are still here in the United States and they might have to pay for his sins. But dude jetted off and he's like, I'm out. Let's see what happens, man. Because once this goes to trial, it's going to be a lot of crazy things are going to happen. And for me, I'm all about protecting the victims. I'm all about making sure that people get their just due, their justice. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you right now, this is going to open up Pandora's box because there's a ton of other disgusting music label executives who are vampires and did evil things in the industry. And I'm happy that they're getting exposed now. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's Big J TV. It's getting crazy. No Diddy. I'm out.